No, it's not working. So what, put that on. Yo guys, can we all hear me? Please let me know in the live chat, because I think we are live. Anyone? Or am I talking to no one? Are we live? I would like to know, please, and then I can get started. Yeah, right. I think we got the all clear. I think we are good to go. Let's go. Right, so over the course of the next, I don't know, 50 minutes or so, I will be doing build-up towards the big Champions League draw. I'll be doing live reaction when the draw occurs, and I'll be making some predictions based on what we see. But we're going to start by having a look at how each team has made it this far, how each team has got to the semi-finals, starting with Liverpool. Now I've done a group stage review. So when Liverpool were in the group stage, this is the review that I created based on how they were doing. Take a look. Today, I will be analysing Liverpool's group stage of, obviously, the 2017 Champions League, and the original draw was a gift. We were given Sevilla, Spartak Moscow and Maribor. This should be an easy victory. So the first game we played was against Sevilla, the other favourites, I suppose, for the continuation into the knockout stages, and we drew 2-2. Now the thing is, Sevilla only did actually manage 2 shots on target, and they scored both of them. And the first goal was absolutely pathetic, to be honest, because they just sent in a ball across the box. Lovren fell over whilst trying to clear it for only 5 minutes in, and we went behind, and that was needless, and we never really looked like we were actually going to win this one, even though we dominated possession. Salah got a lucky deflection for his goal. Firmino did score, but he also missed a penalty, which would have been huge. That would have given us a 2-goal gap. And really, it wasn't a great performance. We ended up not getting a man of the match. Enzonzi got the man of the match for Sevilla, which was actually the only game in the group stage where Liverpool's player didn't get man of the match. So that is good, but it was a pretty poor performance in the first game. The second game was against Spartak Moscow. We were away from home, and it was another draw. Karius conceded a free kick, but on the bright side, Felipe Coutinho scored his first ever Champions League goal in his career. That made it go to 9 goals in 14 games, and he rightfully got man of the match. This is also the first time that Klopp started the Fab Four, Firmino, Coutinho, Mane and Salah all on the pitch together. So that is the start of something big, which would turn into a lot of goals in the following game. But for this game, it was just a 1-all draw. So if we look at the table, that means that we only have the 2 points, and we are joint second with Spartak Moscow. Sevilla on 4, looking like they're going to qualify for the next round. Match 3, however, we turned it round. We played Maribor, and we absolutely destroyed Maribor. And this was, I think, our best result. I'm going to give it that. And Firmino scored his first goal in 6 games, so he did need that, but he did score 2 goals in this game, and he got an assist, giving him man of the match. Oxlade-Chamberlain, his first goal for Liverpool, which was 8 games into the season, and Coutinho scored, Salah scored a couple, even Trent Alexander-Arnold scored a goal. It was an absolute thrashing. It was just what the doctor ordered, and Liverpool won the game 7-0. Now I just want to take this opportunity to talk about the top assisters with all those goals. There must have been some people to provide them. So overall 6 games, who's got the top assists? Well, in joint 4th place, Coutinho and Sturridge, both with 2 assists. In joint 2nd place, Firmino and Moreno, which might be a bit of a surprise one, but they've both got 3 assists. And the top assists of the Champions League group stage was James Milner with 5 assists in 6 games. Right, on to the next game. So that is game 4. We played Maribor again, and I thought we was going to get absolute thumping again. It was only 3-0. It was 0-0 half time. I watched it. They just parked the bus throughout in the first half, and then finally, once we broke with Salah's brilliant flick, we couldn't stop scoring. And we ended up with 3 in the end. Sturridge scored his first goal since 2010. Emre Can got a brilliant goal as well. Really, the game was never in doubt. Emre Can got man of the match, actually. He made 4 tackles, 87 passes in that beautiful goal. So obviously, well deserved that man of the match performance. We then look at the table. We were now top. We're still undefeated at this point. And we had two wins and 2 draws, giving us 8 points, and we were on top of the group going into match day 5, where we played Sevilla again. Oh no. I mean, I did know we have to talk about this one at some point, but yes, this is the worst result, and although we didn't lose We were 3-0 up. Firmino got 2 goals and an assist for Mane, so Firmino got man of the match rightfully. But although we were 3-0 up at half time, we absolutely threw it away. We conceded a penalty. We ended up conceding 3 goals, the last one being scored in stoppage time at the end of the game. And it was 3-3, which was appalling, to be honest. And it shows that there's a bad team mentality if we can concede 3 goals from being 3-0 up and just awful defending. However, Klopp decided that he would say that he doesn't doubt the mentality of the boys. See, I think Klopp was very stubborn on this one. At the end of the day, Liverpool just didn't really concentrate by the end of the game, and really, that is a mentality problem. Like, we thought we'd walk it and we didn't. That's a mentality problem, so Klopp needs to get us back straight, to be honest. I don't know what he's watching. He's been very arrogant recently. And I think he's wrong there. That it clearly is a problem. The top goal scorers I will do now, and we have at the bottom is Sturridge on 1 goal, so he was also joint with Alexander-Arnold and Oxlade-Chamberlain. Mane got 3 goals, and in joint second we have Coutinho and Salah, both with 5 goals, but the top goal scorer of the Champions League group stage from the 6 games he played, he scored on average 1 in every game, and that's Roberto Firmino. Top scorer, he also found himself pretty high on the assist charts too, as do Coutinho, both high on the goal scored and the assist charts together. On to the last group game. Now we face Spartak Moscow, and yes, we thumped them 7-0. This is exactly what we needed after that poor result against Sevilla. All we needed was a point, but it didn't matter because we were going to go for that win anyway, and we scored 7 goals. Coutinho scored a hat-trick, and he got man of the match rightfully. Firmino scored, Mane scored a couple, Salah got one at the end to complete the rout, and that meant that Liverpool scored 23 goals in the group stage, which is the most ever in the Champions League by an English side, so that is one to be proud of, and Klopp said he did enjoy writing that history. We've got to be proud of them for that, and Liverpool go through to the knockout stage. It's now time to see who I put as my top 10 players of the Champions League group stage. So here we go.
Milner, lovely, lovely, lovely! Emre Can with a champagne goal for Liverpool.
With 1 goal in his 5 games, Emre Can gets 10th place.
Moreno, Sturridge 3.
Despite not starting a game, Sturridge managed to score a goal and assist 2 in the Champions League group stage, taking 9th place.
His first Champions League goal for very nearly 7 years.
Which is not easy.
Alexander-Arnold.
Yes, stepping in for the injured Klein, Trent Alexander-Arnold stood forward in 3 of the 6 group games and played exceptionally well, scoring a goal and assisting. In 7th place is the goalie, Loris Karius, with 3
and counting, in fact.
Clean sheets in the group stage.
The way this is going, it could be any number for Liverpool tonight.
Henderson spots the continued run, and there's Firmino, and it was superbly done by Liverpool. And Alberto Moreno more than played his part to set.
Please don't hate on me, but the stats don't lie. He got 3 assists and 2.3 tackles per game. Moreno gets 6th place.
There's Coutinho, maybe one of those moments early on with Milner crossing on the run. And Mane, it is one of those moments. It's a fantastic 4th goal for Liverpool.
Yes, 3 goals and an assist for Sadio Mane gets him a place in the top 5 of my countdown.
Milner, and met first time for 2.
Despite only starting 2 games, James Milner got a pass completion percentage of 91% and managed 2.5 tackles per game, and he walked away as top assister with 5 assists. What a group stage for that man.
Alexander-Arnold. Salah, yes! Nifty finish.
Into the top 3 we go, and we have Liverpool's record signing Mohamed Salah with his assist and 5 goals. So, all we have left are the 2 Brazilians. Who's going to come first and who is going to come second? Let's find out.
Milner. Coutinho deflected, 5.
Coutinho just misses out on the top spot with 5 goals and 2 assists in 4 games, including a hat-trick against Spartak Moscow.
Given away, and Mane's away. Salah's in the middle. It falls for Firmino. And everything is falling for Liverpool at the moment.
But the winner is Firmino. He started every game and scored 6 goals, getting 3 assists. What a hero. What a player. On Monday, the Champions League draw for the round of 16 was made and Liverpool drew Porto. Yes, we've got a chance of making the quarter-finals. When I said originally Liverpool may make the semi-finals of the Champions League this year, people laughed to my face. But if we can beat Porto, we will only be 1 fixture away. So I'm really excited for that, and I think we're going to do it. Well, unless we play like we did against Everton and West Brom. So, that was what I had to say about Liverpool's group stage, but I don't want this to just be all about Liverpool, because yes, Liverpool are the only English team left. Yes, Liverpool deserve all the credit they get, and yes, I'm a Liverpool fan. But we've got to give some credit to the other team. So this is how the other 3 teams managed to get to the semi-finals. And we'll start with Bayern Munich. They were in Group B, and they were drawn quite a tricky fixture with PSG, and they ended up coming second in their group behind on goal difference. But the other 2 teams were a bit of a gift for them. Celtic and Anderlecht, they weren't really going to drop too many points against them too. So they easily drifted through into the round of 16, where they did get an easy draw in Besiktas, and they won the most comfortably of any Champions League 2-legged fixture this season, 5-0 and 3-1, giving them an aggregate of 8-1. Then in the quarter-finals, they went up against Sevilla, and they beat them 2-1 away from home in the first leg. It didn't quite look all done and dusted yet, but then just on Wednesday, actually, a couple of days ago, they drew 0-0 in the second leg in that game, which meant that they got a place in the semi-finals. Now, joining them, of course, it wasn't just Bayern that went through, it was Roma as well. Now, Roma were in Group C. Roma had a very tough group, and to be honest, I did not even think that they would get out of it. Chelsea and Atletico Madrid. But Atletico Madrid were the team that missed out. They're still playing in Europa League, as far as I'm aware. And Chelsea were kicked out later in the Champions League to Barcelona. So Roma, the only team from Group C left, and they did exceptionally well. However, when we got into the knockout stages, I mean, scraped it by the skin of their teeth. I can't really say that because they did put in a really good performance against Barcelona. But in both games, they went through on away goals. But it does show character, to be fair. So they lost 2-1 to Shakhtar Donetsk, but they took their away goal to Rome and then won 1-0 in the second leg. Shakhtar got a red card in that game, which meant that from 2-2 on aggregate, they went through on away goals. Then in the quarterfinals, what a match this was. They met Barcelona and they lost 4-1 in the first leg, but against all of the odds. I wonder what the betting odds were on that, to be honest, but they came back from 4-1 behind to win 3-0 in the second leg, an aggregate 4-4, and their away goal put them through. Absolutely incredible for Roma, and they definitely deserve their place, even though they scraped it. They've shown great character. But in terms of who I want them to come up against as a Liverpool fan, I wouldn't mind getting Roma because I think we've probably got the best chance of beating them, but more on that later. The 4th team that got through into the semi-finals was, of course, none other than the reigning champions, Real Madrid. Now, they were in Group H. And they were also joined a very tricky group with Tottenham and Dortmund. And unbelievably, Tottenham topped the group, which was absolutely incredible. Fair play to Harry Kane and co, because that was exceptional. They only dropped 2 points as well in the whole group stage. They got a 1-1 draw with Real Madrid, but they also managed to beat them. And Dortmund walked away with just 2 points, and they dropped straight into Europa League. So a huge well done to Tottenham for that. But Real Madrid were the team that got through and went through even further because they played a tricky fixture in PSG in the round of 16, but they managed to beat them 3-1 in the first leg, but also 2-1 in the second leg, PSG getting a red card, and that was 5-2 on aggregate to Real Madrid. So against a very tough team that spent a lot of money, Real Madrid absolutely schooled them. And they took a well-deserved place in the quarterfinals where they met Juventus. Now, they managed to beat Juventus 3-0, but the late drama on, I think it was Wednesday night, where they were losing 3-0 until a 97th minute penalty. I personally do feel it was a penalty. I know a lot of you in the comments probably disagree with me there, but I think it was a penalty. Buffon was, well, I mean, angry was an understatement. Buffon was absolutely livid, and he ended up getting sent off. Ronaldo put the penalty in the top right corner, took his top off, classic Ronaldo, and that was Real Madrid into the semi-finals. So that is how all 4 teams, Liverpool, Bayern Munich, Roma and Real Madrid, got through to the semi-finals. Now, earlier on, I think 3 weeks ago, there was the quarter-final draw. Now, I did a video saying my reaction to what happened in this quarter-final draw. Liverpool took Manchester City. Okay, I haven't talked about that game yet, but this is what I originally thought of the draw to be like. Here it is, the first fixture that came out, well, not the first fixture that came out, but the only fixture that I actually predicted correctly was Bayern Munich against Sevilla. In that match, I think Bayern Munich will win reasonably comfortably. I know Sevilla beat United last round, but United are dreadful. So I think Bayern will still win that one, and I'm going to go for something like a 2-0 at home and a 2-1 away. But I think Bayern Munich will win that fixture. Another one that is almost set in stone will be Barcelona versus AS Roma. Roma, we've seen them top their group, we've seen them beat Chelsea twice. They're a force to be reckoned with, but I'm pretty sure Barcelona will be able to deal with them, so I think that Barcelona will be able to win that one. However, the other 2 fixtures are not as easy to predict. Real Madrid against Juventus. Now, Real Madrid have been playing pretty poorly in the league, the Champions League. They've been phenomenal. Juventus, they're a solid team. I mean, it is pretty close at the top of the Serie A, so they've not even won that yet, but it should be a really interesting game between these 2 heavyweights. This was actually the final last year. Mandzukic scored that brilliant bicycle kick, but Real Madrid went on to win 4-1. But I think that in this fixture, Juventus will go through purely because Real Madrid have been playing so poorly in the league, and I don't really think Ronaldo can keep up this goal scoring record in the Champions League, although he's proved me wrong many times before, so I wouldn't put it past me, but I am going to go for a Juventus victory in this one. The last one, Liverpool was drawn out against Manchester City, and I am very disappointed about that, to be quite honest, because I really wanted a European night at Anfield. I wanted us to be playing like a European team, not an English team, another European team, because they would really feel like one of the European nights we've been missing for the last, I don't know how many years in the Champions League. So this one, it might feel more like the FA Cup, to be honest, because it's an all-English tie. We play City 2 or 3 times a season anyway. We don't want to play them again. That being said, they are easily the 2 best teams in England. It should make for a really good game. However, if we lose, we've basically achieved nothing, because what we're looking to get out of the Champions League is, well, I mean, it'd be brilliant if we could win it or do really well in it, but the quarterfinals is not a monumental achievement, and also, if you go out to City, then you've gone out to an English team. You've not really got that much experience playing against European heavyweights, and it would be a great shame, and it's definitely not set in stone that we're going to beat City. But that being said, it's not guaranteed that City will beat us either. It could go either way, but what an achievement it would be if we beat them and go on to the semi-finals. That would be absolutely incredible and be one of the top 4 teams in Europe alongside, I'm predicting, Bayern, Barcelona and Juventus. And Liverpool is in that collection of elite teams. That would be incredible. Now, earlier on in the season, when we released our Champions League squad for the group stage, I said that Liverpool would make the semi-finals. I got laughed at by people that watched that. But I tell you what, I mean, I'll show you the clip now. To be honest, I think we'll have a great one in the Champions League. In terms of Champions League predictions, I'm pretty sure we will finish top of our group and advance into the knockout stages. I reckon because we perform so much better against the good teams than the poor teams, I reckon we've got a chance of making the semi-finals this year. That's my prediction. I know it's out there, but that's what I'm going with. Semi-finals. But I'll tell you what, after that, as much as I got laughed at, it's a real possibility. It's a real possibility. We can beat City. We've beaten them before. We beat them 4-3 last time we played them. We could go through to the semi-finals, and you won't be laughing then. I'll have the last laugh about that one. And over 2 legs, it will be tough, but there will be goals by both sides, and I think that we'll be able to do it. So my 4 teams that I'm predicting to go through in the semi-finals are Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Juventus, and Liverpool, despite being a bit disappointed about the draw against City. Let me know who you think are going to go through and make it to the semi-finals. But yeah, it should be brilliant. The quarterfinals of the Champions League this year. The standard is so high, and I am looking forward to it. The standard was indeed high, and yes, I know I got some of my predictions wrong. I did say Juventus would beat Real Madrid. Wrong about that one. I did say Barcelona would beat Roma, but you can't really blame me for that. Roma were phenomenal to come back. But anyway, in that game against City in the first leg, we managed to win 3-0. All goals in the first half. We absolutely wiped the floor with them, and a professional performance in the second half to leave it at 3-0, giving us a great lead to take into the second leg. This was my reaction to the match. What about that for a result? Honestly, Liverpool just beat City 3-0. 3-0 against the champions of England. This is ridiculous. And basically, the fixture feels all but done. We've got a clean sheet. We've got 3 goals and 3, well, certainly 1 stunning goal in the middle of that one, Oxlade-Chamberlain, which I'll get onto. But oh my word, yeah, we're going to be going into the semi-finals of the Champions League, surely. I mean, okay, if we score just 1 goal at the Etihad, City will need 5. Not a chance. Not with that leader, Virgil van Dijk at the back. Not a chance. Not a hope in hell of them getting 5 goals against us, even when they're at home. But we're not only going to score 1, either. We're going to go score another 3. We're going to smash them again. And we'll be joining the likes of Barcelona, Real Madrid and Bayern Munich as the top 4 teams in the world. Well, Europe, but basically the world. Oh my word, Liverpool almost officially one of the top 4 teams in the world. Oh, that feels so good to say, considering we've not been in the Champions League knockout stage. It's been 9 years, and now we come back and now we're always in the semi-finals. It's just ridiculous. I don't think I'll be sleeping tonight, honestly. What a game. Anyway, Chamberlain's goal. Oh my word, Oxlade-Chamberlain take a bow. What about that for a strike? It was just so good. He just drilled it into the top corner. It was absolutely unbelievable from Chamberlain. And Mane got 1 too. Yeah, Salah as well. I mean, it was just a brilliant performance in that first half. That must have been honestly must have been Chamberlain's best goal in his career. Certainly in his Liverpool career, probably in his Arsenal career too. But oh, absolutely incroyable, as the French may say. Brilliant top corner. He just loves scoring against City. I think that might be all it is. Got another cracker in that 4-3 victory early in the season. Yeah, we've beaten City twice now. We're the only Premier League team to have beaten them this season. Now we've done it twice. The City, we humiliated them as well. They're going to humiliate United at the weekend, and we humiliated them. What does that say about us? Wow, they're going to win the Premier League, and we've just gone and smashed them. You know what? Next season, we could be real contenders, honestly, after that. We could be real contenders if we can hold on to most of the squad and strengthen. Yeah. But let's not think about next season yet, because this season, we're still going strong in the Champions League. We still could well be on to win the thing. I should not be saying that, but you know what? It's true. Honestly, if we play like that against Barca, Real Madrid, and Bayern Munich, we could beat them. And that is just ridiculous. We can win the Champions League. Wow. Anyway, Mane put Walker into all sorts of problems throughout the match. And to be fair, all the City defence were absolutely shocking. That goal from Mane was pretty solid. It was a great little cross. Dinks it with his head. Walker, absolutely no chance. And throughout the game, to be honest, Mane using his pace, he's back to his best. 16 goals this season. He's absolutely had Walker in his back pocket. Had him on toast, as they say. And the rest of the City defence, they didn't look at the didn't look at the races either. I mean, Laporte, they brought him in for 60 million as a centre-back, and they're playing him left-back, and he just didn't know what to do against Salah. I mean, all the defenders were shaky, there was some poor clearances, nervous defending, they just could not deal with the wingers' pace, Mane and Salah. And Laporte, to be honest, I kind of feel sorry for Laporte, because he had absolutely no chance when he was paired up against Salah. There was no doubt that Salah was going to score, and of course he did score. He scored the first goal of the game. I think that's his 38th goal of the season, which is absolutely phenomenal from the Egyptian. The Egyptian king, who I think came second in the presidential elections, because over 1 million Egyptians, messed up their ballot paper, writing a box for Mo Salah and crossing that box, which you know what is worth spoiling the ballot paper for, just to make that statement. What a legend he is, on and off the pitch as well. He gives like 500 grand for Egyptian hospitals and all. He's a brilliant person, but he got injured, and I just can't even believe that. I really, really hope it's not bad. I'm not saying we're a one-man team, but if he's out for the rest of the season, it's going to be an awful lot harder to get, to do well in the Champions League. We should still make it through to the semis, but we won't have any chance of getting any further past that if Salah isn't on the pitch. And in terms of the Premier League, it'll make it harder for us to get top 4, so we really need Salah more than any other player to stay fit. And I think it was quite clever from Klopp to take Firmino off as well, because we just can't afford to lose him either. And Salah adds to our growing injury list. He joins the likes of Lallana, Emre Can, Joel Matip, Joe Gomez, Ragnar Klavan. We've got so many players injured. Now, we've got, only about 10 or 11 outfield players fit now that are, first team quality. So it's gonna be a struggle to get a full team out, especially with Henderson suspended right at the end of the game. He gets booked. I'm sorry, but Gabriel Jesus, he'd been on loads of these, little cynical fouls. He should have been sent off for me. He should have got that many yellow cards. He got 2 or 3 in the match, and he got away with 1. Jesus was dirty as, but he definitely should have been sent off. And now Henderson, which is only his first proper foul of the game, gets a yellow card, suspended for next week, and now our midfield consists of Wijnaldum and Milner, because Chamberlain's going to have to play on the wings because we don't have Salah. So we have to hope that Chan will be back next week, or maybe Salah's injury won't be too bad. I don't know, but this just makes me feel like the team might not be in the best position. So overall, the match, it wasn't perfect, but I tell you what, if you'd have offered me a 3-0 victory at the start, I would have snapped your hand off. It's a great position to be in. It's just a shame about losing players to injury and suspension. And just quickly at the end, I'd just like to give a shout out to the fullbacks. Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold played really, really well. They were solid when they had to be defensively, and they sent in some absolutely sumptuous balls into the middle. Karius, he didn't have to make a save, to be fair. I mean, there's not many teams that have stopped City from actually having a shot, but Karius didn't have to make a save, but he was professional every time he got on the ball. Solanke came on, he worked hard, that was promising. Van Dijk was an absolute leader at the back. He's only been here for 3 months, but he was shouting orders to all the players, getting them in line, and he has sorted out our defence massively, so we owe a lot to Virgil van Dijk. Firmino, Milner, they played well as well. We got some great players, we played some great football. Hopefully we can replicate that in the second leg. So, that was my reaction to the 3-0 victory. And then in the second leg, we managed to win 2-1, which I predicted correctly, and go through 5-1 and well-deserved into the semi-finals. Right, the draw. Well, the balls still haven't been drawn out yet, so we're still waiting on that one. But before that, I just want to look at a few of the statistics. So we'll start with the player stats whilst we're waiting. This, by the way, anyone that's just joined, this is because we're still waiting for the draw. The draw still hasn't actually begun. So we will do some player stats. So the top scorers are easily Ronaldo at the top with 15 goals. And behind them, 3 Liverpool players in the top 5, which is very, very good by them. Ben Yedder also on 8, along with Salah and Firmino. Mane on 7 assists. James Milner of Liverpool with 8 assists is top of the charts there. The best player in Europe in terms of assisting. Luis Suarez is on 5. Firmino is in the assist chart as well as the goal chart with 5. And Neymar and Eden Hazard have 4. But this is a really interesting one, actually. Most saves. Now, with most saves, Alisson Becker has actually managed to get the most saves of anyone, and he plays for Roma. So the Roma keeper, maybe, especially considering they'd drawn both of their knockout stage fixtures overall and went through on away goals, Becker is a huge part, Alisson Becker is a huge part of their team, clearly, and he's got the most saves of everyone, and no other keeper from the remaining 4 teams are in that chart. So that is a very interesting stat, in my opinion. I think we're still waiting on the draw, so I will just quickly go through the team stats. Now, the team stats have got some interesting ones out here. And we have the goals scored. Now, Liverpool are top of the goal scored charts, ahead of PSG, ahead of Real Madrid, ahead of Bayern Munich. So Real Madrid and Bayern Munich are clearly scoring a lot of goals, but nowhere near as many as Liverpool. Roma, nowhere to be seen in that, which could be interesting. So if Liverpool play Roma, Roma would have to up their scoring form or just really make the defence solid. In terms of total attempts, Real Madrid like having shots, and so do Bayern Munich. Those two lead the way comfortably, but Liverpool are in 3rd place. Again, Roma nowhere to be seen. Are they just relying on their goalkeeper to keep it in it? This gives me confidence if we do manage to get Roma. Possession stats, Bayern Munich and Real Madrid averaging over 50% possession. Liverpool nowhere to be seen in that, and neither is Roma. And the pass completion, very tight at the top. Real Madrid is top with 89%, but no other semi-final team in there, but that's probably the weakest stats of the 4. Right, I'm sorry guys, but we're still waiting for the balls to start being drawn. So, let's do a bit of Europa League. What happened in the Europa League draw? Well, Arsenal, some of you may be wondering, Arsenal drew Atletico Madrid. That is going to be an absolutely incredible game, which means that Marseille drew Red Bull Salzburg. Arsenal will be at home straight away, and so will Marseille in those games. The Arsenal v Atletico will be a good one. I think that Atletico will win that one, to be honest. And Arsenal, although they are one of the favourites to win the Europa League, Atletico Madrid might have a bit too much, especially Griezmann playing the way he is at the moment. So then, guys, we've just got some news that Bayern Munich have actually just named their new manager. Well, this is interesting, strange timing. Eintracht Frankfurt boss Niko Kovac has become the new Bayern Munich manager. Wow, that is interesting. So there we go. Bayern Munich have got a new manager. Will this be some motivation to go and win the Champions League? I don't know, but that is some interesting news nonetheless. Right, we're still waiting on the balls to be drawn. It's getting exciting, lads, but in the meantime, I think I will try and read out some of your comments, some of the support that you guys have been giving me. I've seen there's been a lot of you in the stream. Oh, by the way, those of you that are saying that we'll be streaming the actual draw on this channel, no, I'm not allowed. I will just be reading out the results, but I'll do it in a dramatic fashion. It's worth staying, don't worry. It's worth staying because I will do it in a dramatic fashion, but I can't actually stream the actual draw. If you want to go that, it's on BT Sport 2, I believe. Alright, so let's see what some of you guys have been saying in the live chat. Got over 200 of you watching. Pretty promising. Don't mind that for my first ever live stream. What have we got? We got maybe some Bayern fans in here. Not quite liking that news. Alright, people asking me to start the draw. The balls haven't been drawn out yet. I can't start the draw. I'm sorry, I can't actually show you the draw. I will just do it myself. Olatunde Opelai says Liverpool Madrid. That could be a shout. I said Liverpool Roma in my official predictions. If you're watching this morning, they are on my channel now if you want to. A lot of Liverpool fans down here. Yeah. A lot of Liverpool fans. Come on, you Reds. Right, so the stream is going well, but we still don't know the balls. And this is why all of you have joined in to see who faces who. Oh, it's being dragged out, lads. It's being dragged out. The balls haven't been drawn yet. They dragged the Europa League draw out a lot, but we're still waiting on this. So who do I want? If we go through some predictions, who do I want? I just want to avoid Real Madrid. I think we will be able to beat Real Madrid in a one-leg situation, but over 2 legs, it will be very tough. We are definitely capable. We're definitely capable, but I'm not sure if we would definitely be able to manage it. In the other game, it would leave... If we did draw Real Madrid in the other game, it would leave Bayern Munich and Roma. Again, that could be a great game. Bayern Munich will probably be favourites of that one. To be honest, I mean, I'm not sure about this, but Roma, for me, are the weakest team left in the competition. So I would like to have Roma, to be honest. And that is who I predicted, actually. I predicted, I think, Real Madrid to come out first to play Bayern Munich, and then Liverpool home to Roma. I would definitely take that if that actually happened. But we'll have to wait and see whether it will happen. So then, the Champions League draw is still being dragged out, lads. Don't worry, it's still being dragged out. I will be telling you the Champions League draw once it comes out, and this stream, I think, finishes at about 12:30 anyway. I don't know if it actually finishes then, whether I'm allowed to stop it. It's my first stream, of course. I mean, it'd be good if you guys gave me a bit of help in the comments. I know I'm just dragging this out a bit, but so are UEFA, put it that way, in the Champions League draw. I'm hoping Liverpool get Roma, and to be honest, that would leave Real Madrid v Bayern Munich, which would be a very, very good game. That'll be definitely well worth watching. And Liverpool v Roma, of course, would be too. Roma clearly have the passion, like the likes of De Rossi when he scored that penalty. They clearly have the passion. They clearly have the ability. They can come back. They've got the character. Roma are a great team, but I think we'll be able to take them. I haven't compared us to Bayern Munich yet, the Xabi Alonso derby. And if we were to play Bayern Munich, I think we'd have a better chance than if we were to play Real Madrid. But still, it would be a very tough game. They're not quite the team they used to be, not quite the team they were a few years ago, but they're still a quality side. So, you know, I think that, although it'd be tough, we could technically win that one if it was to come out. So the draw is about to begin. Who is going to get who? I predicted Real Madrid to come out first. We're going to have to see if that does happen. You can see there's still 200 of you in the stream to watch this with me. And hope that that Liverpool can draw Roma. So, who is going to get who? Are we ready? Please let me know your predictions. Shout out to anyone that predicts it correctly. The right order that the four teams come out. Please let me know in the chat. Oh, hello. Mum Spaghetti isn't quite enjoying the chat, unfortunately, but it's okay because I've still got a lot of people that are enjoying it. Right. Mum Spaghetti saying Bayern, Real Madrid, and then Liverpool, Roma. Okay, that's an interesting prediction. We can't exactly go off anything else at this point. Just purely what our gut is telling us. Alright, I think it may be draw time very soon. Apparently I'm dropping a few frames. I hope that the stream is still going alright. You're still watching clearly, because the moment you've been waiting for is getting ever closer. So let's see what you guys have been predicting down here in the chat. So what have you been saying? Liverpool to win. Yes, JFG17. He's saying Liverpool versus Roma and Bayern Real. Now, that's similar to what I said. I said Real Bayern and then Liverpool versus Roma. Stream's fine. Good to know. Thank you for your support, JFG17. Thank you to the other 150 of you that are still watching. Unfortunately, I'm losing some viewers because we're dragging out a lot, but the draw is still yet to be confirmed. So, who is going to get who? Should be an interesting one. Should be an interesting one. Who is going to get who? So I'm sticking with me. I'm sticking with Liverpool to get Roma. I've just got the feeling we're going to get them, and I would love it if we did manage to get to them. So Don't worry, guys, this isn't a troll. I'm not just going to keep you hanging for like hours until they actually do it. No, I will be telling you the draw. Don't worry. But if you want to watch it live, it is on BT Sport 2. Right. LFC for life, the Donut Channel. Thank you, bro. Stop talking. Unfortunately, I am not. And I'm about to do the official draw. This is exciting. The balls will be coming out. And here we go. Here we go. It has been released. And I can tell you, the first team to come out is... Drum roll, everyone watching at home. The first team to come out is Bayern Munich. Right, Bayern Munich are at home in the first leg. Who will they be playing? If they get Real Madrid, it will be an incredible game. If they get Liverpool, it will be very tough for us. And Roma, that will also be a great game. But I would probably back Bayern to win that one. And the second team to come out that will be facing Bayern Munich is Real Madrid. Yes, Liverpool have got Roma. That's exactly what I wanted. Liverpool have got Roma. Bayern Munich are at home to Real Madrid. And it's just coming out. Yes, Liverpool are home in that fixture to Roma. And there we go. That is the draw. It is confirmed. And I am so happy about that. I'm sure a lot of you Liverpool fans watching will be happy too. Bayern v Real Madrid and Liverpool versus Roma. Liverpool have a great chance of making it through even further in the Champions League, to making it to the Champions League final, where they'll probably face Real Madrid, in my opinion. And won't that be a belter of a game? I'm so happy we got Roma. Please let me know your reactions, and I will read some of them out now. I did get it bang on JFG17. And Dan, you are a great YouTuber. Thank you so much. Forward to Liverpool to the Donut Channel. Right, I'm a lifelong LFC fan, Donut Channel. Thank you. Nash says we did get Roma. Yes, we did. It is confirmed. Sorry, I think I've got the news later than some of you guys. I think you guys already knew before me. But those of you that were watching my stream to see who gets who in the Champions League, hopefully I didn't disappoint you. We've got Roma. I'm happy about that. And Real Madrid v Bayern Munich will be a great game. So that is the draw. Thank you to all you guys. Thank you for the support. Draws ages ago, you're a bit late. I know I'm a bit late. I'm sorry, but I got the news later than a lot of you did. I don't think my internet's quite as good as you guys. JFG17 says Liverpool to win 4-1 on aggregates and to win the final on penalties. I really hope we do. And Real Madrid to win 3-2 on aggregate. Interesting, and that is similar to probably what I would be predicting. My Champions League predictions will be coming out soon. And these fixtures will be played in a couple of weeks' time. So that is the draw. Anyone that's just tuned in, the draw is Bayern Munich versus Real Madrid and Liverpool versus Roma. Thank you all for your support. I think we hit 500 viewers at one point. Hopefully you guys have all enjoyed the stream. And thank you. And that is that. Thank you for your support. And I will catch you guys later. Adios. anyone that's just come, anyone that's late to the party, the draw was Bayern v Real, Liverpool v Roma. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and I'll catch you guys next time. Adios, thank you so much. I will go out with one final chorus. So I came here for love, Cigarro Nella. I love this song. This is the sound of my channel. Thank you everybody, and goodbye.